Fedora Outlier LLC logo animation. Logo is burnt orange, reddish brown. The shape is a square with a white outer glow creating dimension. The letters FO are in the center of the square. The letters have a hand-drawn artistic appearance. Backdrop is black with light flares that appear then disappear. There is a transparent mirror image of the logo underneath.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vashawn Jones, visionary of Fedora Outlier LLC, and in the video right there, I talked about being blind and being depressed. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to prepare to become blind. How to prepare when you know you're going to be blind. And I have experience with that, and I'm going to tell a story that I haven't told that many times in life, but I'm going to be transparent and open to you and tell you how did I have that 5 minutes of depression and how I was able to bounce out of it with what I already knew about blindness. So we'll talk about it right after this.
The words Fedora Outlier LLC in the center of the screen. In each corner, 4 different videos of Vashawn Jones, an African-American bald man. In each video, he is sitting in different rooms in his music production studio. One with yellow walls, one red, one orange, all with soundproofing materials. Headphones, computer screen, keyboards, microphones, various recording gear shown in each of the videos.
All right, so we're back. Let's change the camera angle. Sorry about that. I had a microphone pointing right there. So let's see. Let's do that and that. All right, so you saw me standing up now. Here it goes. Number one, blindness was like upon me from birth. I was born 3 months premature, 3 months early. I was so excited to get here, man. And what didn't develop was my eyes, my nervous system in my eyes, my this and my that, my retina, blah, blah, blah. And so I would have nystagma where my eyes would shake, blah, blah, blah. And they would call me cross-eyed and they would cross up, you know, Coke bottle glasses, all of that stuff growing up. Luckily, I grew into a handsome dude, right? All right, and so you couple that with growing up and trying to play sports. And so I had a detached retina, one in each eye. And so I've actually went blind a couple of times in life before I actually went blind. I got my sight back. That's kind of crazy. Went blind and got my sight back. So my sister Dana was a very, very big proponent and making sure that everything that I needed was done, man. She would walk me around and take me places and all of that. So shouts out to Dana, who is actually a nurse. She's a traveling nurse, so she is out of town right now. That's my little big sister. That's my girl. I'm proud of you, Dana, and I'm proud of all the things that you have accomplished. But yeah, she would take me around and make sure I had what I needed. And after that, I remember my doctors, Dr. Vallone and Dr. Spinagle, would tell me that you, Vashawn, could lose your sight at any moment. You could step off a curve wrong because of your weak muscles and weak retinas and all of that in your eye, and you can become blind. And they said, we're going to give you about, was it 16 months, I guess? Yeah, 16 months, and you're going to be blind. So imagine that. You know, it's like somebody saying, hey, in 16 months, you're going to be dead. That's what it felt like to me. But nevertheless, it was 16 years later, and I, quote-unquote, finally did lose my sight. And that brought me to the whole depression thing for about 5 minutes of me crying, and you can hear I'm depressed because I'm blind video right there or somewhere. You'll see it. And yeah, and so I've actually, like I said, I've had experience with being blind and several surgeries multiple times in life. And so I knew what it looked like. You know, I knew darkness. I knew darkness was upon me. And I love it. I embrace it. I really do enjoy being blind. I love the technology. I love the assistive technology. I love the advocacy. I love the unique people that I get to meet. I learned the way that we work around things to make things happen. I love the culture of being blind. I love the conventions. I love the fact that I don't have to drive. I don't need to drive. Uber takes the sighted, the blind, the whatever around. I never really wanted to fly an airplane. I did want a G7, and I still do, private jet and Rolls Royce, because I'm going to be driven anyway. And why not do it in style the way that I do it? So, yeah, I mean, life just kind of fits for me and being blind. And I get to help thousands of people around the world cope with being blind, adapt to being blind, and making it happen in this world. Get to travel the world. I mean, life is great. So listen, yeah, that's my story of how to prepare for being blind. Well, that's my story. You know, if you were told a similar story, then talk to me and we can kind of work through it. But yeah, because I've experienced it, to bring this to a close, I knew what it looked like, and I wasn't as terrified of it. You know, it's almost if you go up to the cliff and you stick your leg off and you realize, oh, that's just a sidewalk. You're not as fearful as you would be not knowing how deep that fall was. So I knew that being blind, what it looked like for me and what it felt like, and I kind of got used to it. So shouts out to Dana Spratley and all of her kids that name begin with D, including her husband Daniel. And you guys know what it is, man. Let's change the world. If you have to prepare for being blind in life, talk to me, and let's change the world together.
Light flares moving over black backdrop. The word empowerment in orange all uppercase appears behind the flares. Underneath the word empowerment in white lettering also behind the flares is a mechanism by which individuals, groups, and communities gain mastery over their affairs. Light flares fade. A transparent mirror image of the words are also underneath.